Hi everyone. Hi people. Hi handsomes and beautiful. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are back again with a banger. So I had posted a video actually, so you'll see Msishange Mbona I'm in the same outfit. So I'll be doing like around 3 to 4 videos since it's been long since I uploaded a video. So that's why I'm trying to catch up, because the plan was to be consistent. At least by the end of this year, I should have 365 videos in my YouTube channel. That means that each video represents a day. So in case I skip a week of not uploading videos, then I'll have to do like 7 videos so that they can compensate the lost time that I didn't manage to post a video. So today we'll be talking about stuff. So like usually have people around where like we do play games, discuss stuff, but today I'm all alone. I'm all alone. So let's just talk. So I was thinking of this thing called cultural shock. I thought like somebody only gets that when either you're out of the country, but it's not supposed because it's culture, meaning it's like different cultures. At this city shock, I don't. Should I describe Aje? I'm not sure. So, personally, I'm raised in Mombasa. I'm born in Mombasa. I come from Coast. So, like, but I'm currently not in Mombasa. I'm somewhere in Nairobi. So, let's discuss about the shock that I got when I first arrived in Nairobi. So, I'm used to Mombasa. For those who don't know Mombasa, Mombasa is somewhere in Kenya, and it's just along the coast, the coastal region of Kenya. Yeah. So their life is so like life isn't as quick as it is here in Nairobi. Life is so smooth. People are so slow. People are so friendly, caring, unlike the city. So, you know, I'm raised in Mombasa, so like I'm used to people just walking slowly. Nobody's in a hurry to go to places. Nobody is in a hurry to do things. You get like people are just doing things, yeah, like at their own pace. So I arrive in Nairobi and people are so friendly. Like, do you know in Mombasa? Mombasa is somewhere where, especially at the village now, that's Kwale County, you'll find people like it's morning. You see, like once somebody wakes up in the morning, like you just have to go door by door knocking to each and every person asking them how have you woken up. Sitakuwa hodi karibu, majirani umeamkaje, tumeamka salama, watoto wanaendeleaje, yani ni greeting ya 10 minutes. Now that's the first thing people do in the morning. So like you just walk around knowing how your neighbors woke up, you see. Then after that is when like now you start preparing breakfast. No, you first clean the compound, then breakfast comes in and stuff. You get. So I come to Nairobi. The first thing, when did I first come to Nairobi by that? I first came to Nairobi during a school trip. I was in class 5. In class 5, that's around 2011. Yeah. So that's when we came to Nairobi. And I don't know why I didn't see all those things. Like we were not exposed. Like when we came to Nairobi for a trip, we were not exposed, like meeting so many people, like because we just went to the famous places. We went to Archives, KCC, Giraffe Center, Snake Park. So like you're not meeting people because we were being brought to the specific destination by bus. So like we don't board matatus. Like we are taken from where we are sleeping to that specific destination by bus, and we won't alight. Like everything is available. So like the minimal movements. So we come to Nairobi. That was the first time around 2011. There, 2011 or 2010. I can't remember, but somewhere there. So we come. So, you know, like you are shocked, you're surprised. There's so many tall buildings, and like Mombasa, where like buildings aren't that tall. Maybe the tallest building, maybe in Africa, maybe 7 to 8 floors. So unakuja huku building iko na over 20 floors. So that was the first thing you did to surprise. So badala mtembee, mmesimama tu mnaangalia building. You're like, where is this real? Like, how do people manage kujenga ghorofa zenye ziko na up to 30 stores? Like, hiyo ndo ilikuwa kitu ya kwanza kutushangaza. Then the second thing is like the people. The city is very congested, small but congested, and everyone is in a hurry to go somewhere. You know, like tulikuwa tunashangaa kwani watu wanaenda wapi? Like kila mtu anatembea, hata waangalie watu unagongwa, mtu hajali, you get. And like in Mombasa where utanani mnatembea tu mkisalimiana, you get, like life is good, you know. So si tukashangaa. So I was like, hii maisha nayo hapana. So like the dream was, if you're in Mombasa, kila mtu anataka kuja Nairobi. Oh, I want to go to Nairobi. I want to be in Nairobi. So I guess pia watu wa Nairobi wanakuanga zile za, oh, when will I go to Mombasa? Sijui nini. Na sisi tulikuwa tunatamani kuja Nairobi. You're like, if I get that chance, ya kutravel to, hadi nilikuwa nasema sasa nini itanipeleka Nairobi shwali. Then thank God the trip came. And imagine we paid 7,500. Imagine back in 2011, 7,500. A trip to Nairobi for how many days was it? We came for a week, Monday to Friday. So that's 5 days. No, it was actually Sunday to Friday, because Sunday we traveled. So we can say like it's around 4 days or 3 days, since like 2 days za travel. And we didn't travel overnight, so it was during the day. So there are some 2 days that were wasted, because it's around 8 hours to Nairobi. But since like it was a school trip, the driver had to be careful. So we took around 12 hours, you know, because we were not in a hurry. Plus, hujaitoka Mombasa, umezaliwa Mombasa, umelelewa Mombasa. Kwa hivyo like mlikuwa mnashangaa tu njiani, mnapita mnaona Mtito wa Ndei, mnaona hizi ma plantations tu kwa njia, mnashangaa. You know, like it was a good experience. So tukakuja Nairobi. Yes, tukaona tu like the places, Neck Park, Archives. Where else did we go? Giraffe Center. We went to Chania Falls in Thika. Which other place? We went to KCC, tukaenda Parliament. Yeah, so those are the few places that I remember. So like once you are done with our trip, we went back to school. So mi niko hapo, I've seen Nairobi for the first time and I'm excited. Nimetoka trip, you know, watu wengine hapo classmates hawajai kanyaga Nairobi. So naambia, tumetoka Nairobi. Unaona ile like mnaenda shule na psych. Like for the whole term, people are talking about the trip. Nairobi. So I was telling myself, beda siku moja, nitataka kwenda Nairobi. Nione how life is. Then uzuri, tukamaliza primary, because that was primary. Then high school, I get tena a chance kukuja Nairobi, and I was like, nice. Hapa maisha, venye naendelea, tuko sawa. So we come to Nairobi in high school, but the problem is I was in a boarding school. So you even don't get time ya kutembea kuzurura around the city. So mnanani tu, ilikuwa more of kuwa shule, because nilikuwa nakuja na bus, then from bus nachukuliwa na taxi. Hiyo time hata sanga kulikuwa na Uber. Maybe zilikuwa, but sikuwa na simu yenye tunaweza book Uber. So that those taxis in town, unapanda taxi till shule, then back mkifunga, same taxi comes for you, then unapanda bus. You know, like bado sija interact na watu, bado sijajua Nairobi. So nikamaliza high school, kaenda campus. Uzuri tena campus ikanambia unabaki tu hapa Nairobi. Sasa hapo nikaanza kuona how Nairobi is, like how people are, and I was like shocked, you know. Yani watu hata hawajali anything. Yani as long as wewe unatembea na wewe uko sawa, you don't even care about the people around you, you know. You know, like nilishangaa kwa basi mnajazwa, kwa matatu mnajazwa. Na like uzuri wa Mombasa ni, now for example, mpande gari, people like are so friendly and social. Like imagine every person akipanda gari unasikia, habari zenu. Watu wanasalimiana kwa gari. Alafu kuna kuja hata kuna mtu atakwambia habari. Even your seatmate. Kila mtu tu like ako tu na stress zake. Na Mombasa mnapanda gari mnaambiwa, "Oh, habari zenu mkoaje?" Yaani mtu anasimama hapo kwa mlango anasema, ndugu zangu, kaka zangu, dada zangu, habari zenu? Mmeamkaje?" Ama like kama ni mchana mmeshindaje, kama ni jioni mmeshindaje. Sasa unaona like life is so social, you know. Life is so smooth, you know. Hakuna kuvurugana, hakuna kupigana. Alafu unakuja somewhere where like life is a total mess. Everything is area. People are just trying to survive, you know. Because unashanganga people are busy doing what? Like hakuna kitu by that wanakuanga wanafanya. Wanakuanga tu na haraka ya kwenda nyumbani na kufanya nini? Si hakuna, like I don't know why. But ndo nikaona kwanza the first time nashuka hivi gari napata kuna mama mwingine hapo anatembea, then mtu anakachukua handbag, like ile tu mtu alivuruta tu handbag, like nikaa kuiba, aliiba actually, eti ni kama mtu aliiba handbag ya mtu. So mama ameshout, amesema, "Oh, nisaidieni." And imagine, you know what, everyone is just looking at them minding their own business, wanaendelea kutembea. I'm like, we, sasa mimi nikienda kusaidia si mimi ndo nitaonekana mwizi. So I'm like, haya. Kila mtu na mambo yake. So hapo ndo nikaanza kujua we maisha huku. By that it was a very big culture shock, you know. Umefika place yenye unaona ikiwa Mombasa tunasikia mwizi. Kila mtu anakuja na matairi mbio, watu wanachoma, wanataka kujua yuko wapi, you know. Wanachoma. Lakini huku utaachwa tu hapo, wewe piga nduru zako. Piga nduru kimaliza utaenda. Nobody will even look at you by that. Which is very sad. You know, we can do better by that. Like, I don't know. Sijui. Kwani what's the difference between Nairobi and Mombasa? Like, see, the same people. Ama ni venye kila mtu amelelewa tofauti, ama ni venye huku kila mtu ako na stress zake. But si pia huko watu wako na stress zao, lakini mbona alikuwa anajaribu kuwa na utu. Lakini huko watu hawana utu. Unaelewa? We, another one. This video is going to be long. I didn't want a video in it's more than 10 minutes actually. So I'm going to cut this and watch out for part 2. Watch out for part 2. If you haven't subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? Unangoja nini? Please subscribe, like, share to your friends, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care of yourselves and let's meet at the top. Bye.